everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video I am going to test out new makeup on my face right now, and I know I do a lot of affordable new makeup try on things, you know, first impressions, but this one actually it's not going to be like totally affordable. I do have some products that are quite affordable, but most of them are, you know, I have things from Colourpop, I have things from MAC as well. So I'm super excited to try them out. So without further ado, let's get started. Also, if you are someone who's new to this channel, you can hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell, so that way you get notified every time I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's get started. So I am going to use this CAL primer. This is a pore filling primer. I actually have a little bit of texture going on my skin right now because of this weather, so I'm just going to take a little bit of it and put this all over here. This is not a new product or anything of that sort. I have been using it for quite some time, so it does smooths out the area so well. So I really like to use it when I have a little bit of texture. So you can see that I have already applied the pore filling primer. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to go in with a Colourpop Tinted Moisturizer. Now this is the Colourpop Tinted Moisturizer. I got it when Colourpop had free international shipping because I didn't have to pay shipping, and I got this one and eyeshadow that I'm going to use today. So I was really, you know, intrigued to try this one out, so I got it. And honestly, I wasn't charged with customs because I think my total was very less. I think I paid around, let me just see, I think I paid around like $14 US, which is 1,200, around that price approximately. So I wasn't charged with customs. Now I am going to use, the shade is in the medium, I think so, yeah, medium 12W, and I hope it suits my skin tone. So I'm just going to shake it up a little bit and then put this all over my face, and I'm going to use my fingers because I don't want to use a sponge. So seems pretty good to me. I'm going to use my fingers to just blend it out. I have seen so many good reviews about this tinted moisturizer. It's like it's very hydrating, it looks very good on the skin, so I was like really intrigued to try this one out. So this is how my face looks like. Honestly, I had a little bit more expectation from this one. I mean, it's just like it's definitely doesn't have any coverage. Obviously, I didn't think it was going to have any coverage because I saw reviews that this is supposed to be a very sheer, like a tinted moisturizer type of a thing. So that's okay for me. But the thing is that it is not really looking that how do I say, it's not really looking that glowy on my skin, and I really wanted something to look very, very glowy. So I am not sure. I'm going to zoom you guys in obviously in a little bit, but as I'm looking at my skin, I mean, I think I have a dupe of this in my collection that I like it more than this one. First impressions, it isn't bad, but I'm not like really wowed by it. So maybe with another primer I'll test it out again, but to me it's not really something that, I don't know, I wasn't impressed with this. So next up we have a concealer to try on. This is by Aaliyah Cosmetics. Now I have already talked about their blushes. I got a new blush which I'm going to use today. So I got a new blush. I did buy it from them, and along with that she did send me this concealer and few other products. So I'm really grateful to you for sending me your concealer to try out. I think it is in the shade Warm Beige. Now this is the concealer that I will be using today. So I haven't used this concealer before, so I'm pretty excited to try this one out. So the shade of this concealer, I would say, is a little on the peachy side, so it might just cover up or brighten your under eyes a little bit. Yeah, it did cover up pretty well. I feel like, I mean, definitely not a full coverage concealer, but it did brighten up my under eye area. So yeah, this is how my concealer is looking. Now I'm going to zoom you guys in so that you guys can see as well how this whole thing looks. So you can see my skin up close. The concealer did cover up a little bit. It definitely, as I said, is not a full coverage concealer, something that I would like to use every day. But the coverage on the tinted moisturizer is like literally not there, which is not a big problem for me. But the thing is that it's not even glowing. So I don't know why I would choose this one, because it doesn't have coverage, at least, yeah, on me. I did not feel like it had any coverage. And it's not looking like utterly glowy as well, like people said it would look on your skin. So I'm like confused, am I using this product wrong? Because I know a lot of people love this, you know, swears by this tinted moisturizer from Colourpop, and I just don't know what I did wrong. You can totally see here that it kind of is clinging to my dry patches right here as well. So maybe if I use another primer that is more hydrating or moisturizing, it might look good, but we'll see how it works with other primers later. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Studio West contour shade, and I'm going to use this as my crease eyeshadow. So after layering the bronzer as my cream shadow, I am going to go in with this Colourpop. This is the Super Shock shadow, and it is in the shade Moon Daisy. So it's like a blue type of a shimmer shadow, and I'm super excited to try this one out. I'm going to show you guys how it looks like. So it has this very blue, kind of pastel blue type of a reflect to it, and I really love the Colourpop Super Shock shadows so much. So I am just going to use this. This is giving such a bluish type of a reflect to my eyes. It looks very pretty. I think I'll just leave my look like this, and I am going to try this new mascara that I have. It is from MAC, and I don't know, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about MAC mascara, so I really have no idea how this is going to work. This is how my eyes look like. I'm not going to do anything to my brows because my brows are growing so much, and I will do my brows once I trim it and once I do the whole threading process. Currently, I'm not doing anything to my brows. So anyway, I have a new blush to try out. This is again from Aaliyah Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Burnt Rose. Now I'm going to try this because I really wanted to try this shade in particular. You guys know I love the shade Tinted Mocha so much, so I really wanted to try the shade Burnt Rose, and their formulas are so good, so obviously I had to try this one out. So I'm just going to take this brush right here and put this all over my cheeks. So this is how the blush shade is looking. I mean, definitely it is a very pinky type of a blush. Not straight up Barbie pink type of a thing, but yeah, it has that warm pink undertone to it. So this is how I'm going to keep my skin. I'm not going to use any highlighter. I'm not going to use any, you know, bronzer or anything of that sort. I'm just going to leave it very natural. I may just put the blush right here as well because it just looks, my forehead looks very dull. So yeah, so I have two lipsticks. I already tried these two lipsticks on my channel, but I really haven't used it that much on my videos. So I am going to use this Mars lipstick, and it's in the shade Confident Woman outside, and inside I'm going to use another lipstick. So I'm just using this like a lip liner thing. I'm going to use this Blue Heaven lipstick, and it's in the shade Sandy Beach. So this is how my makeup turned out. Honestly, I have some thoughts now. I'm going to go through all the products that I use, and I'm going to tell you guys my first impressions. These are not my reviews. I have to test them out with different things. But this is my initial thought on these products. So now coming on to the whole first impression thing, what I think about all of these products. So the first thing that I tried obviously is the Pretty Fresh Tinted Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer from Colourpop. And to be very honest, while buying this, I had a lot of expectation. I thought my skin was going to look utterly dewy, radiant, glossy, that type of a feel. I don't mind the coverage, low coverage, if it's okay if it's very sheer coverage as well. But I really want to look hydrated, I really want to look glossy, I really want to have that dewy skin. And as I saw in so many other people's videos, I really saw they looked so glowy and so like skin-like, you know, but on me, I don't know why, maybe the formulation I got wasn't the best. I don't know what happened, but it isn't up to my expectations. Honestly, it just, even this blush, it's looking a little dewy, but when I use a very dewy type of a BB cream or anything of that sort, this blush looks much more dewier, if that's even a word. So I'm just like not that happy with this one. As I said, I obviously have to test it out with so many other primers and see if it works well with other primers, but today it wasn't, you know, it wasn't looking that good. So the next thing I tried is this Aaliyah Cosmetics. This is the concealer. Now I don't know the price of this concealer because she sent me this, but obviously it's going to be very affordable since her makeup is very affordable. So for the concealer, I feel like I didn't have to set it. It doesn't look bad on my skin. It doesn't look dry or anything of that sort. So for the concealer, I really liked it. It was pretty good, I would say, and honestly it did cover up a little bit. Definitely it doesn't have a full coverage, but it did brighten up my area, like my under eye area, and it did, you know, cover up some dark circles that I have. So for an everyday, I think this concealer would be good. Now coming on to the Colourpop eyeshadow, I actually really liked it. I honestly think that this was pretty good, I would say, and I might have a dupe in my collection. So we'll see how the dupe, you know, looks with this. I'll test it out behind the scenes and I'll come up with a dupe video if you guys want me to come out. But yeah, for today, as you can see, it was pretty good. I love Colourpop Super Shock shadow formulas a lot, and they have so many different varieties of it. So yeah, I really liked how, you know, how it's looking on my eyelids. So now coming on to the MAC mascara, it was pretty okay. I mean, I don't have that much of opinions on it because it's just a mascara, and I don't know if I'm going to suggest you guys to get this one because it's so expensive for mascara. So maybe I'll test it out again like after 2 weeks or so and see if this does anything like great considering the heavy price tag that this has. But yeah, for now it's just like an okay mascara. I love my Mars mascara still much more better than this one. So now coming on to the blush, I really liked it. The shade is pretty good, I would say. I really like the shade a lot. And you guys know the formulation is top notch on these blushes. I really love the formulation so much. So I got another shade and this shade looks very beautiful. It makes my cheeks look very youthful. And yeah, it is a pink shade. You guys know I don't really like pink shade, but it has that warm type of undertone to it, which makes my cheeks look very youthful. So that was it for today's video. I know this was a very, you know, a short video and I didn't test out a lot of products like I usually normally do. But these are the ones that I have new in my collection and I really wanted to test them out. So I just thought maybe I should just film a video instead of testing it behind the scenes. I just thought, you know, I'll open up my camera and film a video on it. So I will try to find, again as I'm saying, I will try to find a dupe of the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer, and I will try to find a dupe of the Colourpop ones as well. I feel like I have a dupe of this too in my collection. I will test them out, see if they are a dupe or an alternative kind of a thing, and I will do another video, you know, regarding that. So anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay tuned for much more affordable makeup. I know this wasn't like a total affordable haul, but still, you know, affordable makeup, affordable skincare, dupes, fashion hauls and all of that. I do everything except vlogs, which a lot of you guys are telling me to do vlogs, but I don't know if I want to film a vlog right now. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.